we have won this election in Georgia based on all of this. And there's nothing wrong with saying that, Brad. You know, I mean, having a correct, the people of Georgia are angry. And these numbers are going to be repeated on Monday night, along with others that we're going to have by that time, which are much more substantial even. And the people of Georgia are angry. The people of the country are angry. And there's nothing wrong with saying that, you know, that you've recalculated.
Well, Mr. President, the challenge that you have is the data you have is wrong.
Now, do you think it's possible that they shredded ballots in Fulton County? Because that's what the rumor is. And also that Dominion took out machines. That Dominion is really moving fast to get rid of their machinery. Do you know anything about that? Because that's illegal.
This is Ryan, Germany. No, Dominion has not moved any machinery out of Fulton County. We're having.
Well, but have they moved? Have they moved the inner parts of the machines and replaced them with other parts?
No.
You sure, Ryan?
I'm sure.
You should want to have an accurate election. And you're a Republican.
We believe that we do have an accurate election.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have. Not even close. You're off by hundreds of thousands of votes. You know what they did, and you're not reporting it. That's a criminal offense, and you can't let that happen. That's a big risk to you and to Ryan, your lawyer. That's a big risk. But they are shredding ballots, in my opinion, based on what I've heard, and they are removing machinery, and they're moving it as fast as they can. Both of which are criminal fines, and you can't let it happen, and you are letting it happen. I'm notifying you that you're letting it happen. So, look, all I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have, because we won the state. So tell me, Brad, what are we going to do? We won the election, and it's not fair to take it away from us like this. And it's going to be very costly in many ways. And I think you have to say that you're going to re-examine it, and you can re-examine it, but re-examine it with people that want to find answers, not people that don't want to find answers. For instance, I'm hearing Ryan, and he's probably, I'm sure, a great lawyer and everything, but he's making statements about those ballots that he doesn't know. But he's making them with he did make them with surety, but now I think he's less sure, because the answer is they all went to Biden. And that alone wins us the election by a lot. So.
Mr. President, you have people that submit information, and we have our people that submit information, and then it comes before the court, and the court then has to make a determination. We have to stand by our numbers. We believe our numbers are right.
Well, under law, you're not allowed to give faulty election results, okay? You're not allowed to do that, and that's what you've done. This is a faulty election result. And honestly, this should go very fast. You should meet tomorrow, because you have a big election coming up, and because of what you've done to the president, the people of Georgia know that this was a scam. And because of what you've done to the president, a lot of people aren't going out to vote. And a lot of Republicans are going to vote negative because they hate what you did to the president. Okay? They hate it. And they're going to vote. And if you would be respected, if this thing could be straightened out before the election. You have a big election coming up on Tuesday.
Oh, the clip you just heard was from the Washington Post. A 4-minute excerpt. I would love to hear the whole recording, but that may never surface. But if we take the edited version on face value, that is your president. That is the president that we have. It may be the president that we deserve, because in this sphere, I hear it all the time. The same things, unfounded allegations, rumors, estimated calculations, but none of this stuff ever makes it to court. None of the evidence ever makes it to court. It's been, 2 months? None of this evidence has actually been displayed. And Georgia's been recounted, 3 times? Same result? I mean, when they do a count, it's hand counting. They don't, they go back and they redo it. So in other words, the exact same number almost keeps popping up again and again and again. But the President of the United States is trying to pressure an election. Now, the President of the United States is supposed to uphold the law, uphold the Constitution, regardless of whether he likes it or not. And that's what people forget. He's a manager. He's not a king. And he's acting like a king instead of a manager. But that's always been Donald Trump. From his very first day as president, that's been Donald Trump. That's why I said he's probably the president that we deserve, because it reflects a lot of America. We have become petty, selfish, and narcissistic, which is probably why we love the guy, because he's us. Even the people that hate Donald Trump love Donald Trump. Why? Because he's entertaining. Your presidency and the management of your government is supposed to be like a bank. It's supposed to be boring. It's supposed to just work. It's supposed to solve problems, not cause chaos and controversy, which is why 40 million people risk being evicted from their apartments, because this is chaos and controversy. Like I said before, nobody wants to go to their car having to go to work and have to be in work in like 10, 15 minutes and turn the key and the car doesn't start, because that's a bad day. Nobody wants to have a 50-50 toss of the car starting or not starting. When you go out there to your car in the rain, in the cold, in the sleet, get in and turn your key. What do you want the car to do? Start. That's boring. It's not exciting. If you turn the key 1,000 times, the car's supposed to start 1,000 times. That's boring. That's the way your government's supposed to be. That's the way your president is supposed to be. If your president is causing controversy, then your country's not going to run very well. Compared to Donald Trump, Obama was boring. You never heard anything, or rarely heard anything. The only time you heard anything about Obama is when there was a war going on. Half the stuff he did, nobody really heard about. It was boring because he was managing the country. For the most part, same thing with Bush. Most of the stuff he did, you never heard about because it was boring, because you managed the country. What you heard on that call was Donald Trump. That was classic Donald Trump. From the very first day when he cussed out the news reporters and the press and started the war against the press. From his overestimation of his inauguration ceremony, the fake news and alternative facts. The presidency is supposed to be boring. It's supposed to sound like when a call from the president is supposed to sound like a business meeting. The Zoom call that supposedly leaked, I don't believe it was leaked, with Biden and the civil rights leader sounded like a business meeting. It's about managing the country, about getting things done. You hear calls from Trump, it sounds chaotic. It is what it is. Like I said, that's probably why people like him, especially the people in the manosphere, because he's chaotic. He's not boring. People in the manosphere love controversy, and that's Trump, which is why I'll be glad for January 20th, one way or the other, for this to be done. Because we got millions of people getting evicted. You got people dying in hospitals. You got your dollar crashing. You got your economy in flux. You dumped more than $10 trillion from your credit card into the economy, and with no signs of stopping. And we're worried about a freaking election. You have your global economy on the verge of coming down on everybody's head. And you're worried about a freaking election that should have been over with in November. And this is the guy that you want to throw it all away for. Really, really. Come on, good people. We're better than this. We can walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. Okay, this is entertaining, but it's kind of gone too far, because this is January. This is 2021. 2020 was horrible. And if we don't get it together, 2021 is going to be worse. We have more things to worry about than Donald Trump and whether he can keep his position or not. Because if this is the way we're going to manage the country for the next 4 years under him, I'd rather Jim Crow Joe. I'm sorry. Even though knowing I don't even like Jim Crow Joe and never did. But at least he knows how to freaking manage the country. I'll say that about him. Whether I like him or not, he knows what he's doing. And it's time we get a president that at least knows what he's doing. But with that, I'm going to jump off here. This is BGS out, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.